Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. On Apple stock, it's up 0.36%, and next earnings coming up next week. And this is going to be a jam-packed week for you guys. And we're going to see lots of volatility here in this market, and it's here to stay, especially with election coming up in next few days. Now, Apple with earnings coming up next week, you can see again Apple stock came back up to previous all-time high, and what I said, if we get that breakout over 237, it's going to go even higher, and then we can talk about trading into blue skies, but not happening at this moment. On Wednesday, we got a massive drop underneath 230, even on Thursday, and look at Friday, came back under 230, but went back up, and now holding at 231.41, holding above this critical support 230. So going into Monday's session, this is going to be a key level to watch on Apple. 230. Soon as that gives up, Apple will likely to drop down to 224. So watch out. That's going to be a big move from 230. Now to the upside, Apple can hold 230 and we see some consolidation. In that case, we might get that breakout over 237 with earnings. And if that happens, we're going to trade into blue skies right here on Apple stock, and you'll see 240. And who knows, with earnings, we might even see 250 next week on Apple stock. But we need that confirmation breakout over 237, previous all-time high. On Google stock, it's up 1.5%. So Google holding over 164 and now trading at almost 167. Now, Google also have earnings coming up next week, and this is going to be your key line in the sand going into next week and especially into Monday's session. 164 underneath that level, critical support at 162. As long as Google can trade over 164, there is a huge possibility before earnings we might see a move up to 170, and we get that breakout over 170. In that case, it's coming back up to 176, and we do have this massive gap on top, so that could be something to watch with earnings coming up this week on Google. On Microsoft, it's up 0.81%. So we also have earnings coming up on Microsoft. And look at this. I mean, look below Nflx. Look at this hammer candle right here. It actually broke underneath this trend line. We had this it's still intact, this massive bear flag right here. And this head and shoulder pattern. We're not out of the woods yet. But we do have earnings. And if they beat, well, forget about all this. We might be going into blue skies again here on Microsoft. As of right now, it's looking a bit bullish with earnings, and especially over 427, we can definitely come up and retest this high right here, and that is around 441 to 442. Over that level, you're going to see Microsoft going up even higher and possibly coming back up to retest previous all-time highs. Now, underneath 427, you will see a flush down to 420, 414, and that gives up right here 414. You will see much bigger sell-off right here on Microsoft, and we could be retesting these lows down here from August 5th right here on Microsoft. On Tesla stock is up 3.34%, and it was up again with earnings. I think this was up like 20 or 25% right here on Thursday, and that rally continued on Friday, and now you can see it's trading over 265, this previous high right here where we failed. Now, that is going to act as a support, and we can see continuation up to 280 this week on Tesla. Does that mean you go and chase? Absolutely not. I think a healthy level to buy the dip, if there is a dip, around 250 right here on Tesla. If we can get one right here, a dip on Tesla. Otherwise, do not chase this stock. Let it cool off. Let the stock come down a bit. And then if you want to get in, you can play this. I'm not doing anything. I'm not even shorting. I hate shorting Tesla. I always like to buy, dips on Tesla. I don't like shorting Tesla stock. And it always backfires. People that actually short Tesla, it's not a good thing to short Tesla stock knowing who Elon Musk is, and especially the guy right now took over everyone, and now I think he's the richest guy on earth. So don't bet against Elon. This thing can pump up and easily can go up to 300 by election. So Tesla on a massive run. Do not short this. And unless you really want to do this, then go ahead. It's your money. You can do that. But my recommendation on Tesla: don't short it. Wait for the dip buying opportunity. And if you bought the dip right here, just ride it. Set a new stop loss and ride it back up to 280, maybe even 300. I think we can hit $1 trillion market cap right here on Tesla again, and you will see that very soon on Tesla. So Netflix going absolutely flat on the day. Now, we talked about it in my video, and I'm not actually making too many videos, guys, so please help this video get 100 plus likes, and that will give me a lot more motivation to make more videos. And I'll be back from vacation in about 1 week, and then all these videos and more coming out on my channel. I'll be putting more videos out for you guys on a lot of other stocks, not only big mega caps. Now, Netflix, we talked about it in my video, which I made about 4 days ago. Right here, that wait for a pullback, just like I said on Tesla, that wait for that pullback. And there was a pullback, easy pullback near 740. And what happened? Dip was bought up. We did not actually hit 740 exactly, but the dip was bought up. And from that dip, this thing ran up to 767. And now we're pulling back and flat on the day Friday. So Netflix, if there is a pullback down to, I would say, 737 to 740, that is going to be a buying opportunity, but not for long term. Maybe, a day trade setup right here if you want to get in. Now to the upside, we take out this high right here. What is it? 768. We're going to see a move up to 780. That would be brand new all-time high and possibly going up to even 800. Now, if this thing breaks under 737 to 739, in that case, the next support 725, and then critical support down here on any pullbacks 700, then needs to hold on Netflix. On AMD, it's up 1.82%. So AMD, this dip was bought up at 153. We went slightly under, but look at this, how perfectly this dip was bought up. Look at the candle right here, and that is how you catch a bottom. Now it's trading at 156. On Friday, it was up to almost 160. So we might see some continuation. Now it's holding 155. That is going to be your line in the sand. Underneath that level, 153 and then 148. As long as AMD can hold 155, watch out for continuation up to 164. And over that, this thing can come up and retest 175. On Meta, it's up near 1% on Friday. And if you look at my screen, you can see before I called it right here, this bull flag, it's still there. I did not actually remove this flag from my screen. What do we got here, guys? Massive breakout to a brand new all-time high. And the similar pattern happening right now inside this bull flag consolidation with earnings coming up. We get that breakout over 583. In that case, you're going to see a massive move back up to previous all-time high 600 plus, and over that maybe even 620, and that is gonna be massive. So watch out. We do have a bull flag, and yes, this is crazy to chase this thing. I would say wait for that breakout over this bull flag, and if that happens, then you can catch it back up to this previous all-time high, which is just over 600. Until then, there is no play here inside this bull flag. It's actually a chop zone, so wait for that pullback, or actually the breakout, if that happens right here on Meta. Now, the longer time we spend underneath 562 or 65 right here, you can see we got that pullback, bottom of this flag, and the support was holding. We get under 565. In that case, there will be a retest of this breakout right here, 543. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, everything looks bullish. We just need that breakout confirmation from this bull flag pattern right now on Meta. On Nvidia stock, it's up 0.80%. So Nvidia trading into blue skies again. And finally, we got that breakout over 136, came back, kind of retested 136, and now trading into again brand new all-time high. Now it's looking extremely bullish right now. If we get that breakout over this high that actually we got just a few days ago, like 4 days ago, 144.43. In that case, you're going to see 150 on Nvidia stock. And I know even myself, I don't like to see that because there was actually no big pullback right here on Nvidia stock. Yes, we got these pullbacks right here, but if you look at it from the lows from 2022, I mean, look at the quarterly and monthly chart on this thing. The RSI is off the page. So at some point, we will see Nvidia pulling back. But as of right now, these are the pullbacks that we're getting on Nvidia stock. I mean, you can see one right here, and now, boom, brand new all-time high. So Nvidia over 144.43, expect 150 to be hit right here on Nvidia stock. We get a pullback, critical support at 136, and if that gives up, the next support down here at 130. On Amazon stock, it's up 0.78%. So Amazon, what I said before, and I still have this a trend line right here. You can see we got that breakout on Friday, and what happened, guys? Well, continuation to the upside. In the last video, I said if we get that breakout over this trend line, which is like 187, you will see continuation. We got up to 190 on Friday, and then we saw a bit of a pullback. So nothing big. As long as it's trading over 187, you're going to see 190 and then possibly even 195 to 196, this high, and then we're going back up to all-time highs again. Now, if this is actually a fake breakout, then you're going to see it's not holding 187. In that case, the next support down here at 185 and then 180.